A beautiful evening here in Raceland as we get you set for the semifinals of the All-A Classic here between the Fairview Eagles and the Raceland Rams. Good evening, everyone. James Collier along with Jacob Hankins. Happy to have you along with us here. First of two games here at Raceland this evening as Raceland and Fairview will square off first, followed by Morgan County and Menifee County. Teams will reconvene with the winners tomorrow night for the championship at 6 p.m. Raceland sits at 2-0 on the year, a winner over East Carter on Saturday. Fairview in a 3-0 mark. Should be a dandy here tonight when these two teams hook up. Again, they played last year. It was a great baseball game here. Fairview pushed Raceland all the way to the brink, and it was a 3-2 winner for the Fairview or the Raceland Rams in that ball game. We'll step out for a break. We'll come back. We'll meet our starting lineups and get you ready for first pitch. It's Raceland and Fairview in the All-A semifinals. We return after this on the Ram Sports Network.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
When Faith opened Ram Pharmacy, many said a pharmacy would never make it in Raceland. Too small, not enough traffic, not a prime location. But one man remembered the words, "If I be lifted up, I will draw all men to me." At Ram Pharmacy, you're more than a customer. We care about your mind, body, and soul, and there's no thing we wouldn't do to help you with your healthcare needs. Proud supporters of Raceland Elementary and the high school, go Rams. Give God the praise and do Curtis a favor. Go to church on Sunday. Call 836-RAMS today. Ram Pharmacy, your friend for life. Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located at 214 Main Street in Old Russell, is your headquarters for sports collectibles, along with a huge selection of Funko Pop characters from sports figures to novelty characters to choose from. Ison's also offers team apparel for pro and collegiate teams and has varsity team jackets available for all local teams with customization available. Ison's features several autographed jerseys for purchase with cards for every set available as well. Stop by Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located on 214 Main Street in Old Russell, and check them out on Facebook. When joint and muscle pains slow you down, let Doc get your body realigned at Johnson Chiropractic. Dr. Shannon Johnson offers a wide variety of treatments from chiropractic care, corrective exercises, and electrical stimulation. Doc also offers DOT exams and drug screens. He also provides pre- and postnatal chiropractic services to help new mothers alleviate stress drug-free. To schedule an appointment, call 606-473-5151 or visit them online at drshannonjohnson.com. That's Johnson Chiropractic's proud supporter of Raceland Athletics. Back here at Raceland as we get you set for the Rams and the Eagles here in the semifinals of the All-A Classic. Along with Jacob Hankins, I'm James Collier. Happy to have you along with us here. Jacob, two teams sitting undefeated right now. Raceland 2-0, winners over Fleming County and East Carter. Nice win on Saturday. Fairview coming in with a 3-0 mark. And again, Cody Salmons' Eagles 6-1 winners over West Carter, 11-0 over Menifee County. They defeated Tulsa, West Virginia 14-3 on Saturday. And they're going to throw their stud today in Mason LeMaster.
Yeah, we saw him throw last year against these Rams. He worked the ball around the zone really well and kind of forced them to have to play into a dogfight late. And we'll see if he can do the same here or if the Rams can come out hot and get the bats going early.
Yeah, it was a 4-3 ball game. I misspoke earlier. I said 3-2. It was actually 4-3. Raceland threw three different pitchers, none that will see the field tonight. It was Connor Thacker, Caden Shore, and Briar Parsons. Raceland gave up 7 hits that evening, 3 runs, only one of those being earned. On the other side for Fairview, it was a really good outing for Mason LeMaster as he went 6 innings, 9 hits, 4 runs all earned, struck out 5 and walked 1. He threw 74 pitches over those 6 innings. And again, 74 pitches over 6 innings of work, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, especially he let his defense work. I mean, didn't really overpower anybody, but he just let them put the ball in play and let his defense back him up and got out of there with 74 pitches.
You know, it's something that Raceland has not done a very good job of yet this season is putting the ball in play. 6 runs on 3 hits on Saturday against East Carter. They took advantage of a couple of miscues. Didn't hit the ball overly well against Fleming County, but again, a decent little Fleming County team that I think is going to surprise a lot of people this year. But again, it's early in the year, and it takes one of those games for everything to click, and when it does, things start happening quickly.
Yeah, I mean, Raceland's still trying to find their footing. Got some guys in there that really didn't see the field a whole lot last year, so got some younger guys trying to find their footing, and I think you got to hit the fastball tonight. I mean, if you see the fastball swing, hit it.
Yeah, that's something that it'll be interesting to see how Fairview attacks Raceland with the pitching sequence. Will they try to pitch them backward to where they're not sitting there looking for first pitch fastball? And again, I think right now with the way Raceland has been, I think that's the pitch they've got to find. They've got to find the fast one and jump on it and stay away from the breaking balls. They've got to stay ahead in counts so they don't get themselves into breaking ball off-speed pitches, because that's where they've really struggled.
Yeah, if you can stay 2-0, 2-1, I mean, you're really sitting pretty if you're Raceland.
The other side with that, too, is that if you get runners on base, when you stay in counts that favor you, that allows you to force the issue to where you can get in running counts rather than always being stuck behind the 8-ball.
Yeah. I mean, if you can, like I said, stay 2-1, 2-0, just get this speed that you have on this team moving and cause some chaos, cause some nightmare positions for the pitcher and the Fairview defense.
Yeah, that's what this team is known for, is the ability to play small ball and run at will, and they've done it already this year. And again, some bumps along the way. They've run themselves out of some innings, but again, aggressive teams early on, that's what you're going to do.
Yeah, you just got to stay selective with how aggressive you are, and selective aggressiveness is what this team will have to learn, and I think they could be really good at it and force some issues on the base pass.
All right, let's take a look at our starting lineups. We'll start first with Cody Salmons' Fairview Eagles, 3-0 on the young season. Jeffrey Everett will lead things off. He's a terror on the base pass, already 7 stolen bases and that many attempts this season. He'll lead things off in center field. Hunter Good will be behind the plate catching. Batting second. Batting third at shortstop is Tevin Smith. Mason LeMaster will do the cleanup duties as the pitcher. Eli Cummings plays third. He'll bat fifth. Logan McCormick's at first base, batting sixth. Jaden Kaler will get his first varsity start. He'll play second base tonight, batting seventh. Elijah Stewart will join him as his first varsity start as the designated hitter tonight. And batting ninth in right field will be Noah Forrest. Again, the starting lineup for the Eagles: Everett's Good, Smith, LeMaster, Cummings, McCormick, Kaler, Stewart, who will bat for Salmons, that'll play left field, and then Forrest in right. Now for the Raceland Rams, the head coach Marty
Mills.
Thank you. Golly. I was looking at every item here, and my brain just went. Anyways, Gunnar Smith, guess what? He's a junior. Yeah, I kidded with him today. I said, I've called you every year of classifications except for the ones that you really are. I said, I might as well just go call you a freshman tonight. But I promise you, I won't be calling anybody with the wrong classification. I have my sheet tonight. It is highlighted 2026. I have a box around the correct ones. So I had a rough day Saturday. I had people texting me like, he's a sophomore, he's a freshman. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's all good. But, yeah, Gunnar Smith, we talked about it today too. He has a double celebration. It kind of looks like the Wally that the Red Sox does, except for it's the airplane. Because he airplaned when he cramped up out here the other day, and, he face planted at home plate. It was kind of funny. Interesting thing about Gunnar, he went to Louisville that morning for the Governor's Cup, whatever it was, the competition he went down there in to compete, then drove back that afternoon and came straight back here and played. And he said, I've been in a car for roughly about 6 hours. He goes, my legs were so cramped up, and you could see it. He fell at third base. He collapsed at home plate, fell at first, but he looked like the Bad News Bears. But, that's Gunnar. He is a great kid and an exceptional athlete. And he's a junior, by the way. All right, he'll lead things off and play center field. Parker Ison's batting second at shortstop. Landon Boss on the bump tonight. He'll bat third. The cleanup hitter is the first baseman, Brigham Davidson. Cold Iron bats fifth. He'll play left field. Braden King will catch. He'll bat sixth. Michael Pennington's at second base, batting seventh. Batting eighth as the designated hitter is Sam Lind. He'll hit for the third baseman, Caden Smith. And batting ninth in right field is Aiden Schaefer. Smith, Ison, Bloss, Davidson, Cold Iron, King, Pennington, Lind, and Schaefer. Umpires meeting at home plate with our two head coaches, Marty Mills and Cody Salmons. Anthony Stapleton on the base. Pierce Reeves will be behind the dish today. Rams in the home whites, Fairview in the black tops, and the gray bottoms. Again, game 1 of 2 tonight. Morgan County and Menifee County will play in game number 2. We will not have that on the stream. And then tomorrow night, the championship game at 6 o'clock here at Raceland. And the winner of both of the 2 games will play in that one. for a chance to compete in the All-A sectionals. The All-A sectionals will be in the 16th region this year, so it's 15th, 16th in the sectionals. They alternate years. So the 16th winner will play host in the sectional sometime usually after spring break. It always seems like it falls right around prom, too. It drives the mommies crazy. Yeah. But that's when that will happen from there. But beautiful night tonight. It's going to be even better tomorrow. Nice day on Thursday. Maybe some chances, some thunderstorms, but then it's going to cool off a little bit for the weekend. And next week looks pretty good before teams get ready to head off for spring break. We'll step out for a break. We'll come back. We'll meet our defensive alignments and get you ready for first pitch. Fairview and Raceland next on the Ram Sports Network.
Life moves fast, and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
Since 1992, DSI has been serving their customers with quality products and affordable prices for 33 years. DSI offers a wide variety of gear for your favorite team and also offers wholesale and retail screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, and direct-to-film applications. DSI also welcomes your custom design for your team, business, or anything you may need. Have a vision? Let DSI's custom design team make that vision a reality. For over 30 years, DSI has been the trusted name for quality products and an affordable price. Check them out at 511 Greenup Avenue in Raceland or online at supertees.com. When you find yourself in the need of a lawyer, Blackburn Law should be your first phone call in your time of need. Specializing in bankruptcy, criminal law, family law, and worker disability, Blackburn Law can help guide you every step of the way. Blackburn Law is dedicated to providing exceptional legal services with a personalized touch. For more information, call 606-836-5435 or visit them online at blackburnlaw.net. With over 30 years in experience in representing clients to successful solutions, Blackburn Law is in your corner. That's Blackburn Law, a proud supporter of Raceland Athletics. Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located at 214 Main Street in Old Russell, is your headquarters for sports collectibles, along with a huge selection of Funko Pop characters, from sports figures to novelty characters to choose from. Ison's also offers team apparel for pro and collegiate teams and has varsity team jackets available for all local teams with customization available. Ison's features several autographed jerseys for purchase with cards for every set available as well. Stop by Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located on 214 Main Street in Old Russell, and check them out on Facebook. National anthem here at the ballpark as we're ready for baseball here between the Fairview Eagles and the Raceland Rams. First time with us here on the channel, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. Hit that bell. Each time we put out new material, we'll alert you to your devices. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. It's Rams Sports Network. It's your official home for Raceland Athletics. You'll get all of the great stuff that we've got here with the games, exclusive interviews with players and coaches afterwards, and, of course, all of the stuff that we put together here for the Rams Sports Network. Let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Rams. In the outfield, Cade Coldiron, Gunnar Smith, Aiden Schaefer. That's left to right. Third to first, Caden Smith, Parker Ison, Michael Pennington, and Brigham Davidson. The freshman, Braden King, behind the dish. And on the bump is the junior of Landon Bloss. Bloss, 4 innings in his win to start off the season against Fleming County. Struck out 5, walked 2, only gave up 1 hit, but commanded his pitches very well. And he'll have the same umpire that he pitched against that Fleming County team behind the dish tonight. And sometimes that is a little bit helpful because you kind of understand where that zone is when you pitch the first time.
Yeah, we saw a lot in that first game how this umpire really liked the up and in pitch and
didn't like the low zone.
No. So if Raceland can live there, I think this game favors them.
And the thing is, I think if you're Raceland, the first thing you got to do is you got to come out and find out if that low zone is there tonight.
Yeah.
You got to establish where the zone is going to be, and you've got to make that decision early on. You can't go chasing late in the ballgame. You got to know from first inning on of where this thing is.
Yeah, because the other night Pierce was very, very consistent.
Yeah.
So the zone didn't change. So hopefully he's got the same zone or maybe a new consistent zone.
All right, Jeffrey Everett will lead things off, a 400 hitter on the season. 4 hits, 2 runs driven in. He's walked once. And that one misses downstairs for a ball, and we're underway. 5:05 first pitch. Beautiful sun-filled skies. And maybe a little few fluffy clouds sprinkled in there, here and there. Bob Ross doing a little bit of showing off. 57 degrees. This one's hacked foul at the plate. One thing you get with Everett, if he gets on base, he presents a lot of speed. Stole a lot of bases last year. Has already stolen 7 this year.
Yeah, and he doesn't care who's behind the dish. I mean, he's going to run, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't believe he was caught stealing
37 of 37 last year. There's Bloss's 1-1. Slaps this one over to the first base side and down 1-2.
It's a pretty good year.
Again, Pierce Reeves behind the dish. Anthony Stapleton working the base paths tonight. My crew this evening is Trey Collier is our executive producer. Charlie Morrison, one of my students here at Raceland Worthington Schools, doing her first solo duty tonight. Don't mess up, kid. No, I'm just kidding. That's a beautiful part about this program is we're going to use a lot of our students in it and give them great opportunities to excel. And again, it's on-the-job training, and that's the beautiful part of it. Yeah, you may make mistakes while you're doing it, but that's how you learn.
Yeah. I mean, you just got to figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of technology down there that could go wrong.
Absolutely. Good at-bat here for Everett. Really crowding that inner half of the plate. Right-hander back to work. Outside corner and locks him up. A Johnson Chiropractic strikeout to start the ball game. And an Ison's Cards and Collectibles instant replay to take a look at the pitch. Nice location here.
Yeah, really good spot. That low part of the zone was there on that pitch, so hopefully the Rams can live there and either force some ground balls or get those called strikes like you see there.
There's the catcher, Hunter Good, coming in. 750 hitter. That one misses high for a ball. Good 6 hits, 5 driven in this season, a double and 2 walks. Bases empty with 1 out in the inning. Bloss back to work. Throws a dart in there and makes it 1-1. And I think real quickly you've already noticed that the one thing that Bloss has done, he's established the bottom half of that zone.
Yeah, and he's throwing fastballs. I mean, make him put the ball in play if you have to.
Here's a rope hit right at left field on a one-hopper to Kate Coldiron, and Hunter Good stays blistering hot for this season as he leads things off with a 1-out single. So now the shortstop of Tevin Smith climbs in. Smith, a .333 hitter, 2 hits, 2 driven in, a walk and a double. Again, Bloss with a really good pickoff move to first base. Again, you can't get caught napping, as you will find yourself going headed to the bench if you do. Smith last year hit .256 on the season. This one misses inside for a ball.
It's another one of those things with Rams pitchers is they start out with that wide stance looking over at the runner, so it's just a simple step off.
Yep, right there, just like it right there. And it's right on the money when it goes over there, too. Going back to Hunter Good real quickly, you talk about, the maturation you see for kids as they make that next step forward. Last year he batted .196, batting .750 plus this year. Good offseason, obviously.
Yes.
Towering fly ball behind the plate. King looking for it, makes the grab. Nice play there by Braden King for the second out of the inning. That's a tough play behind the plate there by the freshman.
Yeah, because that ball gets up there and it's going to always come back and go away from you.
That's the thing. The first thing you always want to do as a catcher, get the mask, find the ball, clear the mask, and get your back to the infield because that ball is going to, as you said, come back into. You see so many times they don't get turned far enough and then they don't get a good read on the ball where it is.
Yeah.
So now the pitcher, Mason LeMaster, climbs in. Tries a breaking ball that misses upstairs for a ball, 1-0. LeMaster, a .556 hitter on the year, 5 hits, 3 driven in, 1 walk. LeMaster last year batted .269. Fans at that one, and count evens at 1-1. Top of the second inning today, we have trivia. I had to dig. But not only did I find a trivia question, when we get to the answer, I have a video that goes with it. And it is terrible quality. One pitch wide. It looks like it's been dubbed off of a VHS tape about 3 times and then dubbed again. You don't even know what VHS is, by the way.
Probably not.
No, you have no idea what a VHS tape is. I could really go old school and say it went from VHS to beta, and only the old people like me would know what I was talking about. 2-1 pitch. Fouled away. Nice pitch as he comes in on the hands, even in the count at 2-2. Bloss has done a good job so far in and out of the zone.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that you want to see from your pitchers, being able to locate all 3 of your pitches and be able to dictate where you want to go when you want to go there.
Yeah, especially early in the game. If you can find command of the zone early, then your outing could be pretty good and pretty sufficient.
Bloss was named the player of the game on Saturday, and that win over East Carter. Cold Iron was named the player of the game in the Fleming County win. The pause for the 2-2, and he'll go to first again with Davidson. Those two combined in the series opener, or the season opener, I should say, in the win over Fleming County. Runner going. King double clutch that one and doesn't get a good throw out there as the count will go to full.
Looked like King kind of mishandled the ball in his glove.
Didn't get a good exchange. Yeah. Again, as a catcher, you don't get that good exchange when you come back to the ear. It kind of puts you going faster than you want to go.
Yeah.
So good opportunity here for Fairview with the ball in the outfield to play to run. Bloss trying to work out of the jam on a 3-2 count. And he comes right back with him with a gas can and a Johnson Chiropractic strikeout to end the first inning. Fairview strands 1. We head to the bottom of inning number 1. The Rams coming to bat. We return after this on the Rams Sports Network.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
When Faith opened Ram Pharmacy, many said a pharmacy would never make it in Raceland. Too small, not enough traffic, not a prime location. But one man remembered the words, "If I be lifted up, I will draw all men to me." At Ram Pharmacy, you're more than a customer. We care about your mind, body, and soul, and there's no thing we wouldn't do to help you with your healthcare needs. Proud supporters of Raceland Elementary and the high school, go Rams. Give God the praise and do Curtis a favor. Go to church on Sunday. Call 836-RAMS today. Ram Pharmacy, your friend for life. Bottom of the first inning. Raceland coming to the plate. Scoreless ball game. Let's take a look at the defense for the Eagles. Mason LeMaster goes through his warm-ups. Left to right will be Sammons, Everett, and Forrest. Third to first Cummings, Smith, Kaler, and McCormick. Good behind the dish, and the right-hander of Mason LeMaster is on the bump. LeMaster, 5 innings in his only outing this season. 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, gave up 1 run. He does have a 1-0 record. That's my mistake on that. I didn't put the right numbers in. Again, he played against Raceland last year in that 4-3 loss, went 6 innings.
Yeah, the Eagles had the Rams right where they wanted them, and just LeMaster ran out of gas.
And the thing was Raceland just never pushed the game out of reach. They had opportunities to, they just never did. So he'll get the top of the order of Smith, Eisen, and Bloss. And I think this is a time when Raceland really needs to find the sticks. And again, if you get guys on base, it gives you so many opportunities to get things moving.
Yeah, because there is a lot of speed at this top, in the whole lineup, really.
Yeah, you look at the way it's stacked up is you've got Smith and Ison with really good speed. Bloss has got, for a big guy, he's got pretty good speed.
Yeah.
Then Davidson and Cold Iron. Then you got some good speed at the bottom of the order with Pennington and Schaefer. So it's scattered all around there. Gunnar Smith, a 500 hitter on the season. Nice act there as he steps in and shakes the hand of the home plate umpire, as the junior, by the way, center fielder, takes a pitch down and in. Gunnar last season, 338 hitter, 27 hits, 16 driven in with a double, 17 of 17 on the base paths. That one's at the knees for a called strike. 1-1. I think both pitchers you're going to see today, they're going to work in and out of the zone. They're going to find what's working, and they're going to be able to control what they want to throw when they want to throw it.
Big gap out in left center. As the center fielder's playing straight up, but the left fielder is kind of hugging the line a little bit.
Big breaking ball that he chases and comes up empty, 1-2. I think that's something we are going to see a lot of today from Fairview, is if they can get ahead in the count, they're going to be able to stay with that hook if they can throw it for strikes. LeMaster works from the stretch. Works down and in, nearly hits him. Count evens at 2-2. Opening day of baseball tomorrow for Major League. What happened to the opening day? It used to be always that it was in Cincinnati.
Yeah. I don't know.
That one goes behind him. Yeah, it used to always be the Reds was the first opening day game. Again, the Reds were the first Major League Baseball team. And now it's, what do we got, Giants and Yankees or something like that?
Can we pull that up for you?
God, I was thinking Yankees. Again, you got all these streaming services that you've got to have to be able to watch games this year.
Yeah, that one will be streaming on Netflix.
There's a chopper on the third base side, a foul ball. I do have Netflix. I'm good there. Peacock is one of the new homes for Major League Baseball this year, which is good because I have Peacock as well.
My Reds and your Red Sox hook up on Thursday.
I know. My son texted me yesterday, Nicholas. He's like, we're going to opening day? And I'm like, yeah, I kind of got a game, Sorry. Would love to. Payoff pitch to Smith. Chopper over toward third. Cummings backpedaled. Nice throw across, one down. Interesting play right there at first base. Next year, we will see the introduction of the double base. It is mandatory next year. This year, it was suggested. Next year, it is mandatory.
I was up at a game at Russell the other day, and they had it. And I kind of saw it pulled out, and I was like, it's kind of weird to see. You had two bases over there.
Yeah, it's. I've seen it the last 3 years in college. As Ison gets down a nice bunt, LeMaster, nice play as he goes over top of Ison to cut him down. Going back to the double first base. Collegiately, last couple of years I've been using it. I do a lot of stuff up at Marshall. And, it's kind of an odd thing at first, and the biggest thing that you run into is you always have a game where inadvertently the first baseman tries to tag the safety base, or the runner turns towards second base and then tries to come back and inadvertently goes back to the safety base, which you cannot do.
No.
Because Landon Bloss will be hit by the first pitch he sees. So, two-out base runner on board for the Rams.
Yeah, once you pass it, it's not yours anymore.
It's not yours anymore. It's only there for you to run through. Ryan Bush will come on as a courtesy runner for the pitcher, and Brigham Davidson will come in. So Bloss continues to find ways to get on base. So Davidson, a 250 hitter, or one hit. It was a double. He's driven in a run this year. 2 down and a runner on board. So both teams with runners on board in the home and visiting first innings. Let's see if the Rams can do something with it here. There goes the runner. Throw down to second base. Not in time. Good job by Bryden Bush to get in there. Good throw by the catcher as well. Pitch was called a strike. But Bush with a good jump, and again, stealing on a fastball. That's big.
Yeah.
So now Davidson got to come through here and clutch up with a runner in scoring position.
Especially with 2 outs, stealing on a fastball.
That one gets away as he couldn't get on top of it. Count evens at 1-1.
That just shows the confidence Coach Marty Mills has in his player speed and their ability to steal bases.
Again, you come off the bench and you're immediately said, go steal.
Yeah.
First pitch, take off. Got to do Raceland softball last night. They had a big win over Colgrove, 11-1. They absolutely tattooed the ball. Had one inning. They had 4 hits, 2 triples and 2 doubles.
It's a good inning.
That's a good inning. They only scored 3 runs that inning, and then they put up 6 in the 5th and run-ruled Colgrove. As Peyton Mackey walked it off with an RBI single. Rams back in action on Thursday as the runner goes, and Bush took that one on – Bush took that one on the pitcher. He just absolutely got a heck of a jump, and as a base runner, that's what you're taught to do, just go.
Don't think, just know that bag is going to be yours.
And now Cody Sammons is going to come out and have a word with his pitcher. As you got runner now at third base in a 3-1 count. And again, that's something that you have to understand as a pitcher. When you got a runner back at second base and you're not looking at him, this team, they understand the concept. If they're not looking at me, I'm going to keep taking, and there's nobody there. If you get to about not halfway, a little bit over a third, you're gone. That is what you're taught as a base runner. If you can get a third away from the base and nobody on you, you time that up to where you're getting a run and go, you just take off. Yeah. And again, catcher never even had a chance to make a throw.
Because he took off before the pitcher really even started his windup. The windup, I guess.
It's only a runner at third base. Davidson ahead 3-1. This is a good fastball count to look at here. And this one misses wide, ball 4. Now they're at the corners. Kate Coldiron just seems to have a knack for this situation.
Now batting for the Rams, the left fielder, number 7.
So in the season opener, Coldiron came through with a 2-out, 2 RBI single in that win over Fleming County. Can he come through here and deliver again and put the Rams in front early on? He looks at a first pitch fastball at the knees. And again, if you're LeMaster, you're already in the head. You're thinking about that runner at first base.
Yeah, because, at some point he's going to try to push the issue and take that bag out at second.
He's got second base stolen without a throw. It'll be defensive indifference as there won't be a throw. The pitch was a curveball that's called a strike. So since they never threw over to him and never attempted to throw down, it does not go down as a stolen base. So it will be defensive indifference. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Coldiron. And he hammers this one out into right field, kind of froze Forrest. He goes back and it's over his head. That's going to get 2 in, and Coldiron's on his horse. He'll hit second base and head to third, and he'll be in with a stand-up 2 RBI triple here in the first inning, and the Rams grab a 2-0 lead. 2-out magic for Coldiron. And you could tell when it was off of the bat, it was all kinds of trouble for the right fielder.
Yes, he hammered that ball. It's a little bit harder than the one he hit the other night. But again, with 2 outs, Coldiron steps up huge. He gives the Rams a 2-0 lead.
He's got 4 RBIs on the season, and all 4 of them become with 2 outs. So now the catcher, Braden King, steps in looking for his first varsity hit as the Rams dent the scoreboard early. King, only a freshman, taking over the role that was vacated by the senior Eli Lind. And again, you can see, and I've talked with Marty about this a few times already this season, you can see the youthfulness there, but you can also see the baseball IQ that he possesses as well.
Yeah. Sitting behind a player like Lind probably helped him a lot last year, trying to fit in his role and really get to know the game of how to catch for this Raceland Rams team.
And again, the throw to second base, it'll come, and he's had some that he's made some really great throws on. Some that we saw, he kind of juggled the throw as on the exchange and didn't get it clean as he gets plunked by a pitch. So the second hit batter here in the inning. And the Rams trying to make it a really big inning here as Michael Pennington comes in. Easton Castle on to run over at first base for the catcher. But back to King and what he's done behind the plate. I think he's handled himself very well through the first couple of games.
Yeah, and it's kind of good to get into these kind of high-stakes games early so that he can get his footing under him and really see guys that run a lot and get his throw figured out before later in the year.
Pennington looks at a first pitch strike. I like the delivery of LeMaster. Really compact, straight to the plate. Keeps the ball down in the zone. That's one thing I haven't seen him miss up much.
Yeah.
Really low ball pitcher, and that's something that's big. 2 on, 2 out for the Rams. Already 2 across on the 2 out, 2 RBI triple from Cade Coldiron. Castle heads towards second base. Now they've got him in a rundown. And he's back in. They're trying to ask for help at home plate. None is being given. Castle
Had second base stolen.
Yeah, he's got to go on. And now Anthony Stapleton's going to come out and have a word with his partner, Pierce Reeves. And there's the call. So the play is overturned. Castle will be picked off, and that'll end the inning. But the Rams put across 2. They lead 2-0 as we head to the top of inning number 2. We return after this on the Rams Sports Network.
Since 1992,
That's
DSI
right.
has been serving their customers
Wise
with quality products and affordable prices for 33 years. DSI offers a wide variety of gear for your favorite team and also offers wholesale and retail screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, and direct-to-film applications. DSI also welcomes your custom design for your team, business, or anything you may need. Have a vision? Let DSI's custom design team make that vision a reality. For over 30 years, DSI has been the trusted name for quality products and an affordable price. Check them out at 511 Greenup Avenue in Raceland or online at supertees.com.
When joint and muscle pain slow you down, let Doc get your body realigned at Johnson Chiropractic. Dr. Shannon Johnson offers a wide variety of treatments from chiropractic care, corrective exercises, and electrical stimulation. Doc also offers DOT exams and drug screens. He also provides pre- and postnatal chiropractic services to help new mothers alleviate stress drug-free. To schedule an appointment, call 606-473-5151 or visit them online at drshannonjohnson.com. That's Johnson Chiropractic's proud supporter of Raceland Athletics. We head to the top of inning number 2 as the Rams lead at 2-0. 5, 6, and 7 to up this inning for the visiting Eagles. Good start for the Rams.
Yeah. Again, kind of ran yourself out of an inning there, but you got to like the aggressiveness, especially early on in this ballgame.
And again, you got a youngster there on the base paths that in that situation, again, they were trying to think, let's get in a rundown. But again, you're that far, go on and take the bag.
Yeah. I mean, he had second base stolen. If you're going to do that, at least just go halfway.
Yeah.
So that it's not as easy of a tag as it was there, which it wasn't really an easy tag, but he still got ran down.
Ball sounded quickly down 2-0. Goes upstairs and gets him to chase 2-1. Cummings on the season, 500 hitter, 3 hits, 4 driven in, a pair of doubles. He and McCormick, who is up next with 2 doubles each, as Bloss evens things up at 2-2.
Kind of a close stance by Cummings.
Misses down and away with a breaker. 3-2. Each team with a hit. The Rams with the biggest. 2 out, 2 RBI triple from Cade Coldiron. The break-even pitch. Swing and a miss. And a Johnson Chiropractic strikeout for Landon Bloss, his 3rd. So 1 down, and in comes the first baseman, Logan McCormick. McCormick is .625. His average on the season, 5 hits, 6 driven in with a pair of doubles. Bloss tries to go with a breaker that doesn't move. Up and in, 1-0. That pitch opens up stuff to go away, though.
Yeah, especially with a guy this size, he's going to look down and away, and hopefully you can throw the breaking ball later on down and away and get the swing and miss.
And right there, he goes to the outside corner at the knees, 1-1. That's an unhittable pitch.
Yeah.
You do get a bat on that. Basically, all you've done is you've probably hit a dribbler down the first base line or fouled.
Yeah. Or you flipped it in the air, and first baseman can make a play on it.
Slow roller over to third. Smith delivers a good strike. 2 down. Good ball there for Caden Smith to field, getting the start over at third base this evening. His first varsity start over there tonight. Pitched well here Saturday against East Carter, went 6 innings in the win. So base is empty, 2 down, and Jaden Kaler will step in for his first varsity at-bat. Good job there by Bloss, jumping ahead early. Kaler, a freshman. Bloss trying to work a clean second. He'll take one right back to himself at the mound. He'll settle and throw. And the Eagles go quietly in the second. We're through an inning and a half. It's Raceland 2, Fairview nothing. We're back after this on the Ram Sports Network.
When you find yourself in the need of a lawyer, Blackburn Law should be your first phone call in your time of need. Specializing in bankruptcy, criminal law, family law, and worker disability, Blackburn Law can help guide you every step of the way. Blackburn Law is dedicated to providing exceptional legal services with a personalized touch. For more information, call 606-836-5435 or visit them online at blackburnlaw.net. With over 30 years in experience in representing clients to successful solutions, Blackburn Law is in your corner. That's Blackburn Law, a proud supporter of Raceland Athletics.
Life moves fast, and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
Back here on Ram Sports Network. 7, 8, 9 due up here for the Rams. Pennington, Lynn, and Schaefer. This Rams pitcher in Landon Bloss mowed down that bottom half of the order there for the middle half of the order there for the Eagles of Fairview. In steps the second baseman for the Rams, of Michael Pennington.
Michael Pennington.
Pennington. A lot of speed. This is the second half of the order that's got that speed that we talked about in pregame.
Pennington will resume his at-bat with a fresh count now. And again, that's something as a batter, it gives you a little bit of an added advantage. You've seen this pitcher, now you know what to come back with.
Yeah.
A little bit of cloud cover hanging over this area now after some sun most of the day. This is a well-struck ball into the gap. Turn and watch it go. Pennington sends this one out on a one-hop, and it's out of here with a ground rule double. I was kidding Michael today in class. I've got him in class, and I love having him in class. We talk about it. You know, he talked about he had changed his swing. And I told him today, I said, you need to take that swing and throw it in the garbage can. He said, I'm going back to my old swing. He said, I think I can do more with that. Well, he turned that one around quickly and turns it into a ground rule double. Well-hit ball there by the senior second baseman.
That's one of the bad things about turf. You probably want to keep that ball in the park and maybe –
yeah, that one nestles up against the fence, and it gets out of here. We had a ground rule double get over the fence for East Carter on Saturday on a ball that hit over top of Gunnar Smith's head, and it one-hopped and over top of the double wall out at center. So now Sam Lynn steps in. Lynn looking for his first hit of the season. He'll drop down a bunt that goes foul. This is something this Raceland team will do. They'll bunt at any point in the lineup.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
We saw that against Fleming County. You saw Landon Bloss, the three-hole hitter, drop a sacrifice bunt down the first inning.
One thing about Raceland teams is they will no matter where they're at in the lineup, they're going to square, and doesn't matter how fast they are, how slow they are.
They call themselves the running Rams for a reason. This will be a productive out no matter what, but it's going to get through the glove of the second baseman. That's going to bring Pennington to the plate and make it 3-0 Raceland. So the error on the second baseman, Kaler, allows Pennington to score.
Rams, the right fielder, number 21, Aiden Schaefer.
And they're at the point of the lineup now where if you're LeMaster, you wanted to get through this inning and not have to face the top of the order with runners on.
So Aiden Schaefer steps in. Schaefer, a .333 hitter. Good bunter, great speed from that 9-hole. Looks at a breaking ball that just misses inside. The Master already 26 pitches deep into this ball game. Right at 58% of strikes. Lynn back in easily over at first base. And up next will be Morgan County and Menifee County in the second semifinal. And then the winners of the two semifinals will play tomorrow night here at 6 p.m. A Raceland win will have us back here with you tomorrow night for the coverage of that game. My producer's over here choking to death.
I think he'll be all right.
And now Marty Mills wants to talk to Pierce Reeves, and I know this is talking about something about what the pitcher is doing on the rubber. That's the question that he's having, I'm certain, is whether his movements are being deliberate of not balking.
There was a few times in that first inning where I kind of thought he was sped up a little bit, but I couldn't really tell.
And again, when you get a team that runs like Raceland does, you will see that is because it's in the back of your head.
Yeah.
You're always wondering, is that guy going to take off? And it's like you don't want to get yourself in that position to where you are always thinking about the run and you lose focus of the hitter. And like you said, you try to go too quick, and you put yourself in a bad position.
Because they end up getting that bag anyway.
Nice pitch. 1-1. Top of the order, Gunnar Smith in the on-deck circle. You go back to that ball that Pennington hit. That was a well-struck ball, and that's something that we really haven't seen a lot of so far this year from the Rams offense.
Yeah, that might be something that sparks something for this Rams lineup.
Schaefer tries to bunt this one, and again does one of the Cardinal sins. Bat head down. Ball goes straight up, guaranteed. He's behind 1-2 now. Three-0 Rams, 2 in the first, one more here in the second. After Michael Pennington led off with a double and then came around to score on the error on the ball hit from Sam Lynn. This one's downstairs. Lynn on a delayed steal, and this one's going to kick away, and Lynn will take second base on the stolen base.
So another runner in scoring position.
Now if you're Aiden Schaefer, hit something to the right side.
Yep.
Put it on the ground, put it on the right side, do your job. This is one of those things that you practice in batting practice every single day, hitting behind runners, hitting behind in the other side, just try to get a productive out. Breaking ball at the belt, just misses inside. The count goes full as LeMaster a little frustrated on that one. I would say you'll see a fastball right here with a little bit of anger behind it. Payoff pitch, and he does so. So the strikeout retires Schaefer. There's one down in the second, and it goes back to the top of the order.
Now batting for the Rams, the center
And
fielder,
Gunnar Smith.
Number 1, Gunnar Smith.
Smith a ground out on a hard hit ball to third.
This just screams bunt.
Oh, yeah. I mean, every bit, and especially with as far back as the corner infielders are playing. And you got so many there. McCoy must have heard us talking because here he comes creeping in over at first base. Misses inside for a ball. We got all this stuff going on. You know what we forgot to do? We forgot to bring in the trivia question. We got to get the trivia. We'll get it in here this inning if we get a chance. I know one of my friends one of my colleagues I work with, he's sitting home going, where's the stinking trivia question? I want the trivia question. That one's going to hit him, I believe, and yeah, it will. So that'll put runners at first and second. And brings in Parker Eisen.
Something Fairview really didn't want is I believe that's the third hit batter this game.
Yes, it is.
And a team that can run like Raceland, you can't give up that many free passes, especially early.
Now, the only good thing for Fairview right now is you don't have runners at the corners. You've got somebody to kind of bottle up Smith in front of him right now. But now can Parker Eisen do a job? He tried to bunt for a hit his first time through. Pulls this one back and looks at a strike. 0-1. Eisen last year had a solid season. Had a 389, 35 hits, drove in 20, 4 doubles. First and second one out for the Rams, leading 3-0. Hacks this one foul on the third base side, and he's down 0-2. Let's get the trivia question in real quick while we've got time. It was this date in Major League Baseball history in 2001. This pitcher hits a dove with a pitch, killing it instantly. Who was he? A. Nolan Ryan, B. Randy Johnson, C. Roger Clemens, D. Pedro Martinez. You can text me 606-571-7281 with your answer. Be sure to put your name and your selection, and I will pick the correct answer winner in the top of the fifth inning. So the base is full now as it's back-to-back hit by pitches. And not the guy you want at the plate with the bags full of Landon Bloss.
No, because if he gets a hold of one, it could be a four-run swing.
So Good goes out to have a word with his battery mate of LeMaster. And again, LeMaster is laboring. 15 pitches deep into this inning, 36 already into the ball game. Infield will come in for the defense. And now if your Bloss just get one through the infield and it's 2 runs. He chops this one to the right side, and they can't get the double play, though. So the run will score. They'll get the force out on the runner going to second base and make it 4-0.
Number 12, Brigham Davidson.
So a fielder's choice is how this one will go down. We'll get a runner for Bloss over at first base as Bryden Bush will come back on.
Here's another situation with runners at the corners.
So Bloss does get credit for the RBI. So 2 outs in the inning at the corners for Brigham Davidson. He sends this one over to the dugout. Michael Pennington just about jumped out of his skin. Ugly finder. He was standing up on the fence line, and I mean, it looked like somebody electrified that fence, and he took off running backward. Smith at third, Bush out at second. 4-0 Raceland, 2 runs in each frame so far. Here are the semifinals, game number 1 of the All-A Classic. This one's downstairs. It's to the backstop. Smith's going to come to the plate, and he'll slide in safely. And they've got the runner out at second base, cut down as Bush started to take off for third, and the Rams run themselves into another out in the inning. But the run will count. It'll be 5-0 Raceland as we head to break on the Ison's Cards and Collectibles Instant Replay when we return after this on the Rams Sports Network.
Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located at 214 Main Street in Old Russell, is your headquarters for sports collectibles, along with a huge selection of Funko Pop characters from sports figures to novelty characters to choose from. Ison's also offers team apparel for pro and collegiate teams and has varsity team jackets available for all local teams with customization available.
Ison's features several autographed jerseys for purchase, with cards for every set available as well. Stop by Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located on 214 Main Street in Old Russell, and check them out on Facebook.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life, all with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
Top of the third inning, 5-0 Raceland. Who up this inning? Noah Forrest, Jeffrey Everts, and Hunter Good. No, that one didn't refresh. So close. It's actually Stewart, Forrest, and Everts. Now the question, I think, is I changed it in that break, so something didn't have it set to update correctly there. We're close. We're working out a bug on this in this system, and it's not our stuff. It is the company we use, and it's a great system, and for some reason, when we get to the game, it doesn't want to work with this one graphic. I set this thing up this morning at 7:15 on my desk. I had cables running everywhere. It looked like my desk was on life support, trying to figure things out and get this thing working, and it worked fine. Pennington with a low throw, but a nice dig there by Davidson. One out here in the third. That was a tough play there by Pennington on a high chopper back up the middle.
Yeah, me and Trey here were talking before the game. Everything was working. And I said, you're going to get in the game, and then it's not going to work.
It always does. I mean, that's technology. So Noah Forrest steps in, the right fielder. Boss pumps that one in for a called strike. 0-1. Forrest batting .222 on the season. 2 hits, all singles. That one misses low. Good spot, though. Top of the order of Everts in the on-deck circle. Raceland plating 3 in the second. They lead at 5-0 here in the top of the third. This one lifted skyward, shallow left field. Cold iron comes in. Ison gets with him. They get tangled up, and again, the shortstop kind of has the call there, but kind of turns and has a conversation with him. But either way, the play is made, and there's 2 down to the inning. Again, you go back to that as usually your shortstop has the call on that. If the outfielder's coming forward, they've got the call. But again, it's the communication that has to happen there.
Especially in kind of like the in-between area.
And usually the rule of thumb, is the way it's always is that it's the shortstop or the center fielder's ball, as long as their feet are set and they aren't going backward. That's kind of what you go with, and it's like you said, you got other thing. Okay, Cold Iron played right field last year. Hit Connor Thacker out here and left. So there's still some chemistry of trying to figure everything out of where everybody's supposed to be. We've seen that in the first 2 games when guys just were not in the right position, or you could see that chemistry of this flip not being the right spot or something like that. It takes a little bit.
Yeah, and that's something that they can work on all year, and you play 36 games for one to matter.
Everts fouls this one away, and he's down 2-2 after getting up 2-0. Bloss trying to work a second clean inning. 2's wild and a 5-0 Raceland lead. Everts up on top of that plate. The 2-2 from Bloss. Right at the knees, and a called strike 3 to end the inning. A Johnson chiropractic strikeout, number 5 for Bloss, as we head to break on the Ison's Cards and Collectibles. Instant replay. 5-0 Raceland as we head to the bottom of inning number 3 after this on the Rams Sports Network.
When Faith opened Ram Pharmacy, many said a pharmacy would never make it in Raceland. Too small, not enough traffic, not a prime location. But one man remembered the words, "If I be lifted up, I will draw all men to me." At Ram Pharmacy, you're more than a customer. We care about your mind, body, and soul, and there's no thing we wouldn't do to help you with your healthcare needs. Proud supporters of Raceland Elementary and the high school, go Rams, give God the praise, and do Curtis a favor, go to church on Sunday. Call 836-RAMS today. Ram Pharmacy, your friend for life.
Since 1992, DSI has been serving their customers with quality products and affordable prices for 33 years. DSI offers a wide variety of gear for your favorite team and also offers wholesale and retail screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, and direct-to-film applications. DSI also welcomes your custom design for your team, business, or anything you may need. Have a vision? Let DSI's custom design team make that vision a reality. For over 30 years, DSI has been the trusted name for quality products and an affordable price. Check them out at 511 Greenup Avenue in Raceland or online at supertees.com.
Fingers crossed. Let's get a graphic that works the right way. No.
Nope.
I don't get it. I mean, everything that's supposed to be there is working, and it just does not want to cooperate. We will figure it out, I promise. Listen, like I've said so much, if this one thing is the only thing that doesn't want to work right,
I will take it.
I'll take it for what we've created here over the last week plus. 4, 5, and 6 do up this inning for the Rams. Davidson, Cold Iron, and King. You know, the weird part is that graphic worked for me last year.
Yeah.
Worked like a champ. And this year it just does not want to cooperate. So we'll figure it out. Davidson lifts the first pitch he sees down the left side. Smith coming into foul territory makes the grab. Nice catch there by Smith. Nice work by our camera operator. That's my student Charlie Morrison down there getting that great shot.
The left fielder, number 7, Cade Cold Iron.
So Cade Cold Iron, the big hit there in the first inning. He smacked one over top the right fielder's head for a 2-out, 2 RBI triple to give the Raceland Rams a 2-0 lead. That was a good look on the field. It's okay. It wasn't the wrong shot. It's just a different look. It's never the wrong shot if you're the guy calling the shots. Racing with 5 runs on 2 hits. And a lot of it's been because of that right there. Hit by pitch. That is the 5th hit batter by LeMaster here today.
That's something you really don't want to do. You don't want to issue free passes, especially.
Well, again, a good lineup between walks and hit batters. You've given them a free look across the lineup already.
Yeah.
A good lineup, that's the last thing you ever want to do is give them an extra look around the lineup. So Braden King comes in. He was hit by a pitch his last time through. He fists this one foul over top of the first baseman's head. Trivia question tonight. This date, 2001. This pitcher hit a dove. It was in an exhibition game in preseason, killing it instantly. I mean, it goes oblivious. Nolan Ryan, A. Randy Johnson, B. Roger Clemens, C. Pedro Martinez, D. You can text me 606-571-7281 with your answer. Be sure to put your name on the text as well so I know who you are. There goes the runner. It's a breaking ball. It's a called strike, but that was a stolen base by Cold Iron on the pitch. He got a great jump over at first base and stole second easily. So Cade Cold Iron swiping second. And Rams with some action here in the third.
It's another thing with this Raceland lineup. The free passes give them opportunities to take bags like that and force the issue.
It's a tough play for the first baseman. McCormick will gobble it up and step on first. It is a productive out as it will move the runner over to third base, but there's 2 out in the inning.
Now back for the Rams, the second baseman, number 3, Michael Pennington.
So Michael Pennington climbs in, clubbed a double into the gap. That one hopped over the wall. That was his first ball that he's really squared up this year. See if he can build on it here and push across the run for the Rams. A 2 down in the inning. So a big breaker down and away for a ball, 1-0. Sam Lind in the on-deck circle would go next. Nice pitch at the knees, 1-1. That's one thing the Master's done a good job of. If he falls behind, he comes back with something that he has a lot of confidence in and usually finds that spot.
Yeah, and you really something you want, especially if you're struggling with hitting people, is finding that fastball that you can get down the middle and steal a strike early.
There's a slow roller out to second. This will be a tough play by Kaler. He'll scoop and throw, and just in time to get him at first base, and that'll end the inning. So the Rams put a runner at third, but they can't put anybody across. They'll take a 5-0 lead into the fourth. We'll return after this on the Rams Sports Network.
When joint and muscle pains slow you down, let Doc get your body realigned at Johnson Chiropractic. Dr. Shannon Johnson offers a wide variety of treatments from chiropractic care, corrective exercises, and electrical stimulation. Doc also offers DOT exams and drug screens. He also provides pre- and postnatal chiropractic services to help new mothers alleviate stress drug-free. To schedule an appointment, call 606-473-5151 or visit them online at drshannonjohnson.com. That's Johnson Chiropractic's proud supporter of Raceland Athletics. When you find yourself in the need of a lawyer, Blackburn Law should be your first phone call in your time of need. Specializing in bankruptcy, criminal law, family law, and worker disability, Blackburn Law can help guide you every step of the way. Blackburn Law is dedicated to providing exceptional legal services with a personalized touch. For more information, call 606-836-5435 or visit them online at blackburnlaw.net. With over 30 years in experience in representing clients to successful solutions, Blackburn Law is in your corner. That's Blackburn Law, a proud supporter of Raceland Athletics.
Fingers crossed. Hey. Technology is great when you push the right buttons. 2, 3, and 4 do up this inning for the Eagles, trailing 5-0 as we go to the top of the inning number 4. Goodsmith and LeMaster. Good singled for the only hit of the ball game for the Eagles thus far. Batting .750 on the year, and he hit it well into left field. Boss challenges him with a fastball up and in, and he foul tips into the mitt. What's your thoughts this year? Your Redlegs going to do anything?
They're the Reds.
And that's going to hit him in the back.
Have some high hopes early in the year.
Yeah.
And then you get to
– You know, the thing is that the biggest part that the Reds have struggled with, and again, this has been the bugaboo, every year that you get the hopefulness of something good happening, it's done before the preseason. And again, you've got Hunter Green that you have so much hope for, and he's already done till July and may not play this year with elbow problems. And that's the last thing you want is your ace having elbow problems before the season even starts. First pitch to Tevin Smith, pitches up and in for a ball.
The Reds will get to September and fall apart. That's what they do every year.
I call them the Deads.
Well, they're the Reds until September, and then they become the Deads.
Smith a foul out to King in foul territory his first time through today. Lost a quick check of good over at first base. Good last year, 4 for 6 in stolen base attempts. Sun has gone, the clouds here, and it's kind of got a little chilly at the ballpark. And that one hits him off the top of the helmet. So back-to-back hit by pitches by Bloss. And all of a sudden, Fairview trying to mount a little surge coming here in the visiting fourth.
Now batting for the Eagles, LeMaster.
So now Mason LeMaster climbs in, a strikeout victim his first time through. Chance to help his own cause here. That's an interesting approach there by LeMaster after a guy that's seen 2 hit batters that should hack at that first pitch coming at you. Maybe look at one there and see kind of what he's got. Make him throw you a strike first. Aggressive approach, though. Got him chasing that one well down out of the zone. 0-2. I'd throw it again.
Throw it again and throw it even lower.
And this is where the confidence becomes from the pitcher to the catcher. How much do you trust your catcher if you try to throw a breaking ball down in the turf? 0-2 breaking ball, doesn't get on top of that one. That's something you see in this time of year. Cool evenings, fingers maybe don't feel exactly like they're supposed to with the cold temperatures. You don't get a good grip on the ball. You see a lot of times those breaking balls, you don't get on top of them the way you're supposed to. Trying to throw in behind the runner at first base. Back in is Smith. 2 on, nobody out. Fairview down 5-0, but the best opportunity they've had here in the ballgame. Raceland left a runner at third in the third, and their only inning they haven't scored thus far. 1-2 pitch fouled away. Again, if you're first time with us on the channel, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. Hit that bell. Each time we put out new material, we'll alert you to your mobile device. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, Rams Sports Network. All kinds of great material there. 1-2 pitch, swung on a miss for strike number 3. A Johnson Chiropractic strikeout, and a big one for Bloss as he sits the master down for the second time of the ball game. 6 for the junior right-hander. 5 for him tonight. I miscounted. So now Eli Cummings steps in 0 for 1. Strikeout victim his last time through. That one's a called strike, but it gets past the catcher and lets both runners advance 90 feet. Raceland softball up in Huntington tonight. Lady Rams leading that one 1-0 through 1. Big win for them last night at home. They hit the ball well. No home runs last night, though, for the Rams.
It's kind of weird, especially if you're hitting the ball well. Normally in softball, you see at least 1 or 2 fly out.
Yeah, it was they hit the ball very hard. A lot of line drives, into the gaps, down the line, but nothing in the air really that got a chance. We had 1 home run hit in the ball game. That was the only run that Colgrove mustered last night. Cummings behind 0-2. There's a rope hit out to second base. What a play by Michael Pennington. Nice play there by the senior as he had the range to his right toward first base and haul that one in. That's a dandy of a play out there. And that just saved a run for certain.
Possibly 2.
Maybe 2 with Smith with good speed out at second.
That's kind of a hard play because the ball is going away from him.
Yes, 100%. Logan McCormick 0 for 1, grounded out to third, his first time through today. That one's in there for a called strike, and Bloss dialing things back in after hitting 2 batters here in the frame. That's the 2 batters that are on base right now. Hunter Good, the catcher, over at third base. Smith out at second. 5-0 Rams here in the visiting fourth.
It's one thing about playing next to a highway. You hear a lot of horn tonk.
Well, we had some popo action up here above us earlier, too. Somebody driving a little bit too fast down US 23. This one's fisted out toward right behind second base. Eisen hauls that one in, and the Rams get out of the jam as Landon Bloss leaves the runners at second and third. We're through 3.5. Raceland in front, 5-0. Back after this on the Rams Sports Network.
Life moves fast, and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located at 214 Main Street in Old Russell, is your headquarters for sports collectibles, along with a huge selection of Funko Pop characters, from sports figures to novelty characters to choose from. Ison's also offers team apparel for pro and collegiate teams and has varsity team jackets available for all local teams with customization available. Ison's features several autographed jerseys for purchase with cards for every set available as well. Stop by Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located on 214 Main Street in Old Russell, and check them out on Facebook. The bottom of the fourth inning we go. Raceland in front 5-0. Landon Bloss there, Jacob, a really good job battling out of that jam and getting himself settled in after hitting 2 batters that he faced to start the inning.
Yeah, I mean, 2 leadoff runners, right?
Yeah.
first 2 batters were hit, and really good job at dialing stuff in and not letting the moment get too big.
I hate that our producer took it down. I was going to celebrate one moment there. We got it fixed, okay? The one thing that I've wanted to have all evening, we got it going. All right, I'm going to let Jacob take over for some play-by-play calls. I'm going to work on some highlights for the end of the game, and I'll peek in there a little bit. But here for the call of the 4th and probably the 5th inning, here's Jacob Hankins.
In steps the designated hitter, Sam Lynn. He reached on an error by the second baseman and Kaler. Did get an RBI off of that, so productive at bat. See, he swings at the first pitch and fouled off.
I like the aggressiveness right there.
Yeah, you see a fastball hit it.
Yeah, jump on that first pitch fastball. I think it's something that Raceland has to be able to do this year until they figure out maybe that woe of the breaking ball. I've kidded all the time. I said it's like watching Pedro Serrano. Bats are afraid. You got to jump on that fastball when you see it.
Especially early in counts. As Lynn finds a hole over there in between first and second base. He's on with a leadoff single.
Really good job there by him to take that ball, stay on top of it. It was a breaking ball, got his hands through it, and gets it over to where it needs to go. Really good job of him hitting that where it needed to be.
Steps Aiden Schaefer. Struck out swinging. Is the only strikeout on the day for LeMaster. So again, bottom half of this order here for the Rams. Runners on. As Schaefer squished a bunt and kind of got stuck in between.
Yeah, that's one thing you can't do. You can't get stuck in between.
No.
When you kind of go to something, you got to go to it.
Yeah, if you're gonna square. Land over at first after the leadoff single. There's a back pick. We've got some drag racing going on here behind us.
They think so. That's what I think.
Yep, get out of here.
Get out of here, kid.
Master fires upstairs for a ball. Moves things to 2-1. Like to see Sam Lynn over at first, maybe get some movement here on this pitch.
You know, you're in a count if you're looking for a hit and run. This is not a straight steal account.
No. And he listened to us, but he is caught stealing. So really good throw there by Good.
And unfortunately, you know, if you were in a hit and run situation there, Schaefer didn't do anything to be able to help protect his runner. But a really good throw.
Pitch was inside, so it's kind of hard to really get your hands to it, but you at least got to attempt.
Yeah, you got not saying that might not have been a hit and run.
No.
But if it was, you've got to do something there to get something on the ball to do something with it.
As Smith fields the ground ball and throws Schaefer out at first for the second out of the inning.
You know, that's one thing I've noticed about this team, this Fairview team so far. Scrappy bunch of guys. And I think that's something that you see when you talk about guys from Westwood.
Yeah.
They're going to be scrappy. LeMaster has battled. He's held Raceland to 3 hits. The biggest problem of it is he's given them almost a free rotation through the order because of 5-hit batters and walks.
When you look at the 5-hit batters and its score shows the difference in 5-0. As the leadoff hitter and Gunnar Smith looks as the breaking ball for a called strike. Who thinks to 0-1. This will be a really big inning here for LeMaster if he can go back-to-back innings with not giving up any runs.
And especially getting it back in the top of the order and keeping the Rams at bay.
As he fields the high chopper, and that'll end the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Rams. Not in the ordinary way, but it is 1-2-3. We head to the top of the fifth inning. Yeah, I was right. After this on the Rams Sports Network.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
When Faith opened Ram Pharmacy, many said a pharmacy would never make it in Raceland. Too small, not enough traffic, not a prime location. But one man remembered the words, "If I be lifted up, I will draw all men to me." At Ram Pharmacy, you're more than a customer. We care about your mind, body, and soul, and there's no thing we wouldn't do to help you with your healthcare needs. Proud supporters of Raceland Elementary and the high school, go Rams! Give God the praise and do Curtis a favor. Go to church on Sunday. Call 836-RAMS today. Ram Pharmacy, your friend for life.
We head to the top of the fifth inning. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Eagles as Kaler, Stewart, and Forrest. Bloss out there for his fifth inning of work. As Morgan County has pulled into the facility.
And the thing I love, and I haven't been able to say this year because I've not smelled it, the popcorn. Oh, my. We have the best popcorn in Raceland. And Merce down there does a great job in the concession stand. And that smell of that popcorn here today is just great.
As Davidson makes a diving play and flips on to the pitcher, to record out number one.
You get Brigham Davidson that you can put over there at first base. He plays a lot of third base, and sometimes when Bloss is pitching, he'll play third. But I would talk to Marty Mills, and he said, earlier this week, he said one of the things that they had planned on doing was Caden Smith, he felt like was earned some infield time. And, he got him over there, but Davidson, that was a really nice play over at first.
As there's another one right back to him. Davidson getting the workout in this inning. So there's a Stewart grounds out. That brings up the right fielder in Forrest. Half-hearted swing there. Kind of maybe just a defensive swing. Ball on the inside part of the plate.
He was not attempting a swing there. That was oh crap, I'm in a bad position place.
This one swung on and hit to the second baseman in Pennington. So it's up and 1, 2, 3. Go the Eagles. Halfway through 5. We head to the bottom of the fifth inning. After this on the Rams Sports Network.
Since 1992, DSI has been serving their customers with quality products and affordable prices for 33 years. DSI offers a wide variety of gear for your favorite team and also offers wholesale and retail screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, and direct-to-film applications. DSI also welcomes your custom design for your team, business, or anything you may need. Have a vision? Let DSI's custom design team make that vision a reality. For over 30 years, DSI has been the trusted name for quality products and an affordable price. Check them out at 511 Greenup Avenue in Raceland or online at supertees.com. When joint and muscle pain slow you down, let Doc get your body realigned at Johnson Chiropractic. Dr. Shannon Johnson offers a wide variety of treatments from chiropractic care, corrective exercises, and electrical stimulation. Doc also offers DOT exams and drug screens. He also provides pre- and postnatal chiropractic services to help new mothers alleviate stress drug-free. To schedule an appointment, call 606-473-5151 or visit them online at drshannonjohnson.com. That's Johnson Chiropractic's proud supporter of Raceland Athletics.
Head to the bottom of the fifth inning. 2, 3, and 4 due up, and Eisen, Bloss, and Davidson.
You know how happy it makes me seeing that graphic the way it's supposed to be, like it is. Daggone it. I just would like to know why that it was not working the way we wanted it to, but I don't care. It's working now.
Just didn't feel like it, I guess.
Yeah, we'll take it. Check of Raceland softball in front 4-0 on Huntington. Top of the second inning for the Rams. One out, 2 on. Runners in scoring position. Try to go back-to-back with wins today. after the 11-1 win last night. And, again, sometimes winning becomes contagious.
Yeah.
And you just need some stuff. They took a tough outing in that loss to Ashland to start the season, but a good way to bounce back last night and had a couple of good games over the weekend. They split on Saturday. So they'll figure it out. You lose your starting catcher, pitcher, and center fielder that have been 4-year varsity starters. You got some stuff that you got to figure out.
Yeah, especially in softball where you can use one pitcher every single game if you wanted to. As Ison gets jammed and fouls it off down the third baseline.
Ison right now is really just trying to find himself something that he can do something with and get on base. He's trying to get that swing nice and compact, just trying to find a way to break out of this early season slump. And, again, just anything that'll fall in is something that will be so big right now for his psyche.
Especially if he can get one in a gap, maybe get running. Because this one is right on cue. Smoke down the left field line. Ison pulls up into second. He's just going to keep going.
That ball must have hung down in the corner. He got down, and there's a piece of fencing down there in that area that the ball can get down into, and it's in between the fence and the field house. Marty Mills is trying to say he should be at third. The question is, Anthony Stapleton, our base umpire, is the one that called it dead. Where was he when he called it dead?
I believe he was on second.
Yeah, and I believe that's where they will go with him in that position as the two umpires do get together here to make this decision.
But it was right on cue.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good pitch.
Yes.
Hands inside, got the pitch inside, turned it down the line, and, hit it on a rope.
I've always wondered, what the call would be if it gets down into the corner. If it goes past the end of the bullpen, is it out of play, or do you have to go get it?
Yeah, because that's the one opening on this ballpark that you have that the ball can get into. Over on the right side, you've got some opening that's past the bullpen, but not really as much that you can still be in play. But down in this far corner, it will get out of play because then it would, again, you have to understand that the line that is created by the field house continues, even though it's not actually there, that line continues, and that is basically, at that point, the ball is considered out of play when it goes to that point. Marty Mills still trying to argue his point to that matter. But to no avail, it's going to be a double for Parker Ison and a good start for him here in the home fifth.
You think he heard us talking about him?
I might have. I've got a big mouth. We all know that. So that was a really good at-bat, though, by Parker. And, again, Parker's got all the intangibles. He's a phenomenal athlete, does a great job, so much speed. He just needed to see one through.
Yeah.
And that one right there, that's going to be a lot for him to get things going here this year.
In steps the pitcher, Landon Bloss.
He's tired of being hit by pitches, I'll say that much.
Yeah. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning, or in his first at-bat. And he has grounded into a fielder's choice. This one chopped high. It's going to be a tough play. And Cummings kind of bobbles it.
That was a very smart play there by Cummings, though. He knew the only play that he had on that was meat hand. And that's where you just grab it with your bare hand and you try to throw it. But if you can't get that exchange, you just hang on to it. Try to see if that runner makes a hard turn at third, and maybe you can get in behind him with a throw. But that was a very smart play. That was a tough ball off the bat. That, again, it's an infield single. You see plays like that you can just turn into absolute just disastrous innings by doing something silly with that ball. And that was a very headsy play there by him at third base of not trying to do something too much.
Why does he stop?
Bush will take second.
He's done that 3 times today now, and he's run out twice.
Defensive indifference. No throw, no pickoff attempt. So, again, if they made a throw over to him, then you could give it a stolen base attempt. But, again, the defensive indifference in baseball, when you have runners at the corners, if you don't attempt to throw the runner, make it at least step off and look at the runner over at first base, or there's no throw attempted to second base, it's considered defensive indifference, not a stolen base.
Learn something new every day.
There you go. We always wondered what that was. That's your ruling. So.
The master gathers himself, fires, This one's outside for a ball. 2-1.
Big opportunity here for the Rams. 2 on, nobody out. And both runners in scoring position. And Davidson, again, when you look at your infield, you've got both corner infielders playing back with that guy holding the runner over at third base. And he's hacking the entire way. I would not have been surprised to see try to push one down the third baseline and make the pitcher have to come all the way across and make it, because the third baseman's not going to be able to make a play coming forward in the position he's in.
Center fielder and Everett's kind of shaded, favoring the pull, but you'd like to see something. Maybe try to go backside a little bit and just flip your hands, flip it over the shortstop's head, and then get both of these runners moving.
Because this is something you want to do, is be quick and compact to the ball, quick hands here.
This one runs the count full, 3-2. This is something you do not want, as the hot bat of Cade Coldiron stands in the on-deck circle. This one fouled off.
Good job there by Davidson. A pitch away in a 3-2 count. He's not going to let the umpire take the bat out of his hand. So what's he do? Stays back, takes his hands that way, try to take it the way that the ball wants to go. Very smart at-bat by him right now. Davidson done a really good job last year as a sophomore, now into his junior year of being really good at the plate. And that's what you get rewarded with in an at-bat like that, where you fight things off to get another pitch, and then you earn a good pitch that you can earn that walk with in a very good at-bat. That's one of those that doesn't go down on the stat sheet anything besides a walk, but that's a quality at-bat right there by him.
Working the pitch count, kind of just throwing everything on the line.
Yes.
And steps Cade Coldiron. He's 1 for 1. He tripled, had 2 RBIs, and back-to-back at-bats, he is hit by the pitch.
And he's going to get his 3rd RBI of the ball game.
As
now batting for the Rams, the catcher, number 32, Braden King.
He's been hit twice in this ball game.
I believe
that's going to be it. Yeah, that's going to be it for Mr.
Over. So we'll step out for a break. 6-0, your score. Back for more after this on the Ram Sports Network.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life, all with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
When Faith opened Ram Pharmacy, many said a pharmacy would never make it in Raceland. Too small, not enough traffic, not a prime location. But one man remembered the words, "If I be lifted up, I will draw all men to me." At Ram Pharmacy, you're more than a customer. We care about your mind, body, and soul, and there's no thing we wouldn't do to help you with your healthcare needs. Proud supporters of Raceland Elementary and the high school, go Rams! Give God the praise and do Curtis a favor. Go to church on Sunday. Call 836-RAMS today. Ram Pharmacy, your friend for life.
Back right here on the Ram Sports Network as Eli Cummings steps to the bump.
Second appearance, 2 appearances this year. No record to speak of. 3 innings of work, 3 strikeouts, a walk, 1 run. It was unearned. Mason LeMaster will resume his position over at third base, and he is responsible for all 3 batters on base, or all 3 runners on base, I should say, at the moment. So the book is still open on him. And the game-clinching run is represented in the catcher, Braden King, who comes to the plate now with the bases juiced and nobody out.
So a really big spot here for the freshman, as the infield will come in, trying to cut down this runner, at least get the out. King steps in 0 for 1. Was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. As Cummings fires in there. First pitch strike. 0-1.
Starts him off with a breaking ball, too.
What we saw a lot the other night against Fleming. Fleming County pitchers pitching backwards. This one is jammed off the hands, and There's a play at the plate, and
it won't get him at
Bush
first base.
is cut down at the plate.
6-2.
Smith.
6-2 on the putout. Nice play there by Tevin Smith, but that will keep the infield in.
Number 3, Michael Pennington.
We're going to courtesy runner Easton Castle will come on to run for the catcher over at first base.
In steps Michael Pennington, 1 for 2. Hit that hard line drive out into left center that got over the wall for a ground roll double. This one jammed again, but just foul down the first base line. Something here that I would do is maybe keep the middle infield back.
Yeah, go back for a double play ball. Now, the big thing is, though, is with the speed of Pennington, it's going to be tough unless you get a really hard hit ball to be able to turn one up.
Yeah.
You also got to look at is you've got a very young second baseman out there in Jaden Kaler, who's a freshman, and you know that ability to be able to turn that ball around in a double play position might not be his suit.
That was an excuse me swing there for a foul ball. Run sinks to 1 and 2. Cummings looking to come in and weather the storm here by the Rams. As Michael Pennington swings through one there for a strikeout, and Cummings 2 quick outs here out of the, well, not out of the pen, but out of the field.
You have the right idea.
Yeah.
Out of the pen. I mean, you sometimes you don't get an opportunity to come out of the pen. You have to come straight off the field.
In steps the designated hitter, Sam Lynn. I almost called him Eli until I looked down.
Well, they kind of a little bit different. They hit from the other side of the plate. One plays first base, so a little bit different.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that getting that second out, though, does, that'll let your infield
breathe,
move back and get back into normal position and try, like you said, take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Speaking of a deep breath, there's nothing going on that is happy for the Huntington Highlanders right now. The Raceland Rams in softball has hung a 10 spot on Huntington in the second inning, and they're still batting. There's 2 outs, 1 on. They've put 10 up. They lead at 11-0. Obviously, the 2 home runs tonight already. One of those from Brenna Wellman. Now I got to think. Bradley Kennard, number 11. Had to choose one of the new numbers. I got to think of who it is.
Got to get used to it.
Yes. Good job there by Lynn, laying off that pitch and taking the ball, and another RBI for him.
So the clinching run.
Number 18, G. Floyd.
So we'll get a pinch hitter here in the position of Aiden Schaefer. Graydon Floyd will come on to hit. Floyd did get a pinch hit opportunity against Fleming County. Schaefer will re-enter the ball game and go back to right field.
So the game-clinching run stands over at first base.
Our next break in this inning, we need to get to our trivia question because I'm afraid we're going to run out of time for it. But because, again, it does have a video with it, and I've got to get that video in there because it is so good. It is so stinking good. Nice pitch.
Really good spot there. Just couldn't get the call.
I like the position that Cummings has come in, and he has really pounded the zone and challenged Raceland hitting.
This one is lined out into the gap in right center. That'll get things rolling. as Sam Lynn rounds third, looking to end the game, and that will end the ball game.
It's going to be a walk-off 3 RBI triple for Mr. Floyd. And the Raceland Rams are headed into the championship game tomorrow night. They will play the winner of Morgan County and Menifee County. That will play next here in the second semifinal. 5-inning win for the Rams, 10-0 over Fairview. We'll step out for a break. We'll come back for post-game coverage after this on the Rams Sports Network.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
When you find yourself in the need of a lawyer, Blackburn Law should be your first phone call in your time of need. Specializing in bankruptcy, criminal law, family law, and worker disability, Blackburn Law can help guide you every step of the way. Blackburn Law is dedicated to providing exceptional legal services with a personalized touch. For more information, call 606-836-5435 or visit them online at blackburnlaw.net. With over 30 years in experience in representing clients to successful solutions, Blackburn Law is in your corner. That's Blackburn Law, a proud supporter of Raceland Athletics. When Faith opened Ram Pharmacy, many said a pharmacy would never make it in Raceland. Too small, not enough traffic, not a prime location. But one man remembered the words, "If I be lifted up, I will draw all men to me." At Ram Pharmacy, you're more than a customer. We care about your mind, body, and soul, and there's no thing we wouldn't do to help you with your healthcare needs. Proud supporters of Raceland Elementary and the high school, go Rams! Give God the praise and do Curtis a favor. Go to church on Sunday. Call 836-RAMS today. Ram Pharmacy, your friend for life. Since 1992, DSI has been serving their customers with quality products and affordable prices for 33 years. DSI offers a wide variety of gear for your favorite team and also offers wholesale and retail screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, and direct-to-film applications. DSI also welcomes your custom design for your team, business, or anything you may need. Have a vision? Let DSI's custom design team make that vision a reality. For over 30 years, DSI has been the trusted name for quality products and an affordable price. Check them out at 511 Greenup Avenue in Raceland or online at supertees.com. Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located at 214 Main Street in Old Russell, is your headquarters for sports collectibles, along with a huge selection of Funko Pop characters from sports figures to novelty characters to choose from. Ison's also offers team apparel for pro and collegiate teams and has varsity team jackets available for all local teams with customization available. Ison's features several autographed jerseys for purchase with cards for every set available as well. Stop by Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located on 214 Main Street in Old Russell, and check them out on Facebook.
Life moves fast, and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
When joint and muscle pain slow you down, let Doc get your body realign at Johnson Chiropractic. Dr. Shannon Johnson offers a wide variety of treatments from chiropractic care, corrective exercises, and electrical stimulation. Doc also offers DOT exams and drug screens. He also provides pre- and postnatal chiropractic services to help new mothers alleviate stress drug-free. To schedule an appointment, call 606-473-5151 or visit them online at drshannonjohnson.com. That's Johnson Chiropractic's proud supporter of Raceland Athletics.
Well, a big inning for the Rams in the fifth as they push across 5 in the inning. And it's a walk-off 3 RBI single from Graydon Floyd on a pinch hit as the Raceland Rams are into the championship game tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. They'll play the winner of Morgan County and Menifee County, which will play here in about 30 minutes. But a really good ball game for the Rams. Solid pitching by Landon Bloss. Rams pushed across 2 runs in the second, 2 runs in the third, 5 runs in that 5th inning. And Bloss pitching a gem here tonight, giving up only 1 hit in his second outing of the season. So we'll get some graphics loaded up here for just a second, and we'll name our player of the game, and then we'll get into our highlights for the game and wrap things up here tonight for the Rams as they'll be on to the championship tomorrow night at 6 p.m. We'll have the action for you beginning at 5:50 right on the Rams Sports Network. Be sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram. We'll have post-game interviews with players. Coach Marty Mills, we'll get his thoughts, and everything will be there. And we'll be back with you tomorrow for the call of the championship game against either Morgan County or Menifee County that will play next. All right, let's name first our player of the game, Mr. Cade Coldiron. Huge rip in the first inning. He had a 2 RBI triple. He put in another run as well. So he goes 1 for 1 today, but that 3-bagger was a big one. As the Rams, Cade Coldiron, our player of the game here in this one. All right, let's take a look at our highlights as we'll go through the box score in this one. Real quickly, hang on, stop the highlights for just a second here. We got to do the trivia question. I can't leave everybody hanging on the trivia because we do have a video with it. 2001, this date in Major League Baseball history. This pitcher hits a dove with a pitch, killing it instantly. Who was he? Well, let's look at the video, and the video will speak for itself. Yeah, that's Randy Johnson. That poof that you see there, give it to me one more time. That's the poor bird that explodes. The catcher's reaction was the best. By the way, that video clip was in 288p. We stream games in 1080p now, so a little bit different. But Eric Keaton, our first correct answer tonight for Randy Johnson as our winner. Okay, now let's get into our highlights here this evening as we look at our box score. Raceland tonight, 6 hits in the ball game. Nobody with multi-hit games. Peyton Eisen wrecks a double. It was one of 3 extra base hits for the Rams this evening. Michael Pennington with a double. Cade Coldiron had that 2 RBI triple in the first. Landon Bloss added a single. Sam Lind with a hit there in that last inning. And then Floyd coming up with that pinch hit triple, or 3 RBI single, there to end the ball game and clinch the win for the Raceland Rams. Only 1 hit in the ball game. That was Hunter Good in the first inning for Fairview. After that, it was Landon Bloss that was controlling the action the rest of the way. Final pitching line looks like this for Fairview. Mason LeMaster goes 4 innings plus 5 hits, 9 runs, 7 earned, struck out 1, walks 2. He'll take the loss. Eli Cummings comes on for the final 2/3 of an inning before the inning ends in the run rule. 1 run, it was earned. He gave up 1 hit. That was to Floyd. Struck out batter and walked a batter. Bloss's final line, 5 innings, 1 hit, no run, strikes out 5, does not walk a batter. He does hit 2. He'll move to 2-0 on the season. Final box score looks like this for Fairview. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error. They left 3 runners on base. For the Rams, 10 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They leave 2 runners on base. An hour and 24 minutes to decide this one, and the Raceland Rams win it by a final score of 10-0 in 5 innings. So for our great crew here of Trey Collier and Charlie Morrison and my analyst, Jacob Hankins, I'm James Collier saying so long from Raceland, where the Rams are into the championship game against either Morgan or Menifee County tomorrow night at 6 o'clock right here at Raceland. That's it for us. All games airing on the Rams Sports Network are streaming live and archived on the Rams Sports Network YouTube account. This has been a presentation of the Rams Sports Network. Good night, everyone.